2, 1.
My girlfriend's intimacy drive has disappeared, and I'm going to figure out why.
I hope we can help her find it.
Back in April-ish, my girlfriend's 25 female and I, 25 male, were having spicy sleep 2 or 3 times a day. We live in an apartment together. She's been taking online classes for her master's, and I'm working from home since the lockdown started. Oh, so this is during the vid, so this is a little bit in our pastime. At some point, she got really busy and tired with the project, so we obviously stopped having spicy sleep temporarily. Since that's been over, though, which was nearly 4 months ago at this point, she's turned me down every time I've tried to initiate or set the mood. I have never pressured her. I usually wait a couple of nights before asking again and when she tells me she's not in the mood, which turned into waiting a week, which turned into waiting 2 weeks. At this point, I'm really concerned. We've never gone anywhere near 4 months without spicy sleep before, and we've both always had pretty high spicy sleep drives. The moment she says she's not in the mood, I back off immediately. I don't think I've messed up anywhere because she's always quite apologetic when she turns me down. Our relationship is pretty much perfect in every other way, too. We cuddle and hug and have game nights and movie nights, and it's never felt like we're drifting apart at any point. She hasn't been behaving differently, like she's upset or depressed. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Girlfriend, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Keon, and we have a returning guest here. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are and what you do?
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Shannon Chavez. I'm a psychologist and a sex therapist, and I'm happy to be back.
Yes, thank you so much for coming back, Dr. Chavez. We're going to have some fun stories today, and hopefully we can give some good advice goofily. And now we have a professional here who can do that as well.
It's true.
Real guidance.
Very
Here
true.
it comes. Yes.
I'm going to keep going with this. Let's see. All right, OP says, I've tried talking to her about it, but she gets really upset and keeps insisting that nothing is wrong. I dropped the matter pretty quickly, too, because I don't want her to feel like I'm pressuring her to have spicy sleep. I just want her to let me in and tell me what's wrong. I honestly don't care about the spicy sleep, but I know there's something she's not telling me, and it's gone on long enough that I'm getting extremely worried about her. What do you guys think? And there's an update. But what do you think?
So many thoughts. I think the first thing that stood out was the amount of time that they're spending together.
Oh,
right?
really?
When you're working in the home, spending all of that shared space,
That's true.
you almost get too familiar with each other. And that's great for certain levels of intimacy, but not spicy intimacy. We need a little mystery and longing and spaciousness.
True.
And I love the eagerness and the, what do you want? What do you need? But that can feel like pressure without being pressure.
Yeah.
And that, I think, can affect just, I have to answer what I want and what I need and if I want to or not. And that puts you in a logical place. And pleasure is very just intuitive. Your body has to be relaxed. You have to be in a mellow state of mind. So
exactly.
I think it's becoming very mental for them. And they're looking for a solution. And that's where I would kind of move away from.
Yeah.
Letting it kind of chill for a bit and resetting a bit.
Yeah. Do you think maybe waiting until she kind of makes the move per se, or would that be, maybe she's never gonna make a move because it's been 4 months now. So it's what are, I'm sitting here thinking oh God, something's going on. Maybe she's, depressed or upset or something, but maybe she's not telling me, but she doesn't seem like she has any signs or anything, this is, I don't know. I would think me reading all these stories, I'd be she's cheating or something like that, but I don't think it's that. I think it's something, maybe there's some transition happening, I feel.
Something's going on. I mean, there's so many reasons why you cannot want pleasure. I mean, stress, overwhelm, not feeling great about your body.
Yeah.
So instead of it being one thing and let's fix that and make everything better, I would say get out, go do something, make an intention for a date or something really low-key, nothing with high expectations. And start relaxing, feeling good, and open the conversation about what you want and what you desire rather than, do you want this?
Yes.
And what is making you feel good? Sometimes we're putting our energy towards pleasure that isn't spicy stuff, but it's still fulfilling us. And so we might
Yes.
feel our cup is full, but we might need to just transition a little bit into other activities and play mode. She's not in play mode.
Yes.
I feel stress. I feel urgency. I feel the pressure, even though it's not there. She might be putting it on herself.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think so too. But we got an update.
Oh.
Ultimately, I decided to go for sort of a combo of the two suggestions. Friday, when we were both done with work, we sat down and had a discussion. I told her that I could give her the space and time she needed until she was ready to talk to me about it, but that I couldn't leave it unaddressed. She needs to acknowledge that there was at least. She needed to acknowledge that there was at least. Okay, let me read it back. She needed to acknowledge that there at least was something she didn't feel ready to tell me, and that was fine. But she at least needed to acknowledge its existence. If only so I stopped feeling like I was going crazy. She started sobbing when I was done, and then she started explaining everything. Some background that I didn't mention in my previous post because it didn't really seem relevant is that my girlfriend has PCOD. Do you know what that? I mean, I'm sure you know what that is.
Yes.
Could you
and,
explain it to the audience?
I have a lot of empathy. Polycystic ovarian disease.
Yes.
And when you have this, it greatly affects your libido. It affects just feeling good in your body, comfort.
Yeah.
It can affect your sleep, so many levels of your well-being. So I completely changed my whole perspective
Yeah.
on this. That is a major thing to go through. And a lot of women are misdiagnosed and don't get good treatment. So she might be
Makes
kind of
sense.
suffering in silence or not really getting what she needs. And the breakdown feels like a breakthrough, though, because that
Yeah.
feels like, oh, I finally got out what part of this is, and that allows him to support
Yeah.
in better ways. Yes.
Aw. Now I feel really bad.
But there's ways through this. Yes, there's lots you can do about it. Yes.
For sure. One of the consequences of this is that she finds it very difficult to lose weight, and she has been insecure about her body for most of her life. About a year ago, completely of her own choice, she resolved to start losing weight, both for her health and to feel better about her body. She started going to the gym a couple of times a week, and I was supportive and also cut out all of my own junk food consumption in solidarity. Since the lockdown started and the gyms shut down, apparently she started slowly gaining some weight back due to stress eating and lack of exercise. I am ashamed to say I did not even notice that she was torturing herself over her weight all this while. She admitted that she stopped having spicy sleep because she was terrified I would stop finding her attractive after seeing her unclothed. I reassured her that I think she's gorgeous and attractive no matter what, and I tell her this every day, but she was afraid that would have changed once I saw the weight she had put on. The rest of the conversation consisted of me reassuring her that she's beautiful and her appreciating it, but not really believing me. After a bit, she asked me to change the topic, and I reluctantly agreed. We had a fairly quiet dinner. She was a little sad and relieved at the same time at having told me, I think, and I was busy scheming. The next morning before work, I told her she'd look lovely again, and she gave me a wan smile. Wan smile?
A wan smile?
Wan. Neither of what I said.
Hmm.
Great. And she gave me a wan smile, like she appreciated it, but didn't really believe me. But that was okay. I was going to convince her. I asked her to pick up the groceries that evening because I was going to have a meeting run late. The moment she left home, I got to work. I dug out some fairy lights and a bunch of candles from storage and started setting them up in the living room. Cute.
Yes, I love this.
I made a couple of playlists and charged the speaker. Then I snuck down to the florist and bought a giant bouquet. Some more background, I hate dancing because I suck massively at it, while my girlfriend loves it. She used to go dancing every month or two with her girlfriends before lockdown. I joined in because it was worth how happy it made her, but she definitely missed it way more than I did. So when she got back, naturally I greeted her with what were probably the most ridiculous dance moves in the history of mankind. I'm not gonna lie, folks, she laughed. She laughed a lot. She took a short video and we both laughed while watching it later. My movement resembled a 5-year-old practicing kung fu more than it resembled dancing, and I had stuck a rose in my ear for maximum ridiculousness.
Yes.
Totally worth it, though. I have no idea how she ever thought she's ugly. Her smile is just so radiant. We danced like idiots for a while before I switched to the slow dance playlist. It was definitely the happiest I'd seen her in a long time. I'd been a bad boyfriend and somehow missed how much she missed everything else. I should have done it months ago. I told her all this. I told her she's the most beautiful woman in my eyes and always will be. And yeah, we had spicy sleep.
Woohoo! Success.
Last night was all about her. She needed to feel special, and I had been missing that for too long. I offered to make dance nights a weekly thing afterwards, kind of as a substitute for the workout she's been missing, if she wants. She teared up a little because she knows how much I hate dancing. She told me that wasn't necessary. Apparently, spicy sleep is just as much of a workout as dancing, and we have a lot of missed workouts to catch up on. I'm certainly not complaining. In all seriousness, though, I'm going to dip into my savings a little and order a home treadmill. She can't afford one right now because of college bills, so I'll surprise her with it. Edit, one thing I saw pop up a couple of times that I just want to reassure you guys about is that she's mentioned wanting a treadmill but not being able to afford one several times in the past, so I know she wants one. However, I figured it's dumb to take the chance, and one surprise was good enough. And if there's anything this whole experience has taught me, it's the importance of communication. So I'm going to bring it up at dinner tonight that I comfortably have enough saved up to purchase a home workout machine, since I saw cycles and ellipticals being mentioned, and we'll figure out which one we want. And then I'd love to buy one for our home for us, for both of us to use. By the way, you can... How can I do this?
You got this.
By the way, I'd love if you'd listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast app, and just search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left of this story. Any final thoughts you got for us?
I love the change that was seen and how
Yes.
something as simple as the communication opened up a different shift to towards pleasure activities, dance, things that were missing in the relationship rather than the pressure towards the
Yes.
spicy stuff because it came from creating that environment. I think that's
Yes.
a nice reminder.
Oh, for
for
sure.
everyone.
I loved how he brought in stuff that she, once once loved and couldn't do now because of everything happening in the world and
Yes.
whatnot. And none of it was, her fault. And I feel like she was taking it very personal. Like, I'm not getting out enough. I'm not doing things I used to do. But there was also the world is in lockdown, so you kind of can't. You have to change your entire, situation. So I think that they did a great job.
Yes, and in dealing with body image issues or
Yeah.
not feeling great about yourself, no matter how much reassurance that you receive, it doesn't mean that it's not working, but we have to continue to try to convince ourselves to feel that way. So I hope
Exactly.
she takes that in. She is hearing you, even though it's hard to accept that sometimes, and that's
Yeah.
a relationship she'll build with herself, but I hope she gives herself permission after feeling a
Exactly.
little better. That's the good
Yes.
shift that I heard.
Yes. And we love to hear it.
Yes, congrats.
Let's finish it up. Edit number 2. There are a lot of fantastic suggestions for diets, exercise machines, dance classes, and everything in between, so thank you so much for all of them. She has had a great endocrinologist whose advice she will ultimately be following, but there are some great points here to bring up with him. Final edit. She loved the idea of getting some equipment to do our workouts at home together, so we're going to sit down and do our research tonight before picking the one we like most. And that is the end of that story. How nice. I think it ended great. We figured out what was wrong. She just was a little insecure, and she also has her, health issues that she's working through. So I think all in all, it was a happy ending.
Happy ending, and the treadmill brought them even closer together.
True. The treadmill is the thing that's going to keep them together.
Yes. Symbolic. Amazing. Happy
Symbolic.
for them. Yes.
Oh, and we already have another one. Let's see some donos, though. Hey, guys, what is up? How is everyone doing? Purple Trader, thank you for the $5 for Savvy. My first name is an abbreviation of a Cornish variant of an old Welsh name that means white wave, blessed one, or fair one. Good luck. I mean, what? Literally,
Purple
but
Trader.
who knows that?
Thank you for the
Huh?
$5, Purple Trader.
And next up is Melissa Vanchez. Thank you for the $5. Hello to you guys from Pasadena, Texas. What's up, girl? We got a Pasadena here too in California.
Hey.
I guarantee you it's not as hot though.
Oh, in
Texas.
Texas.
Texas is burning right now.
Really?
Humid,
Yeah, it's
yes.
hot.
Humidity, yes.
Humid? No.
Hot,
I
hot.
can't.
No, thank you.
I was just in Ohio and the humidity was kind of crazy there too. But I was
Yes.
like, "Ooh, why is it hotter in Ohio than it is in California?" That's crazy to think.
Mhm.
But I witnessed it, been a part of it.
You were there.
I'm there. I'm there.
Dr. Chavez, everyone's complimenting on your earrings.
Right?
They're
thank
asking where you
you.
got them.
These were a gift from a friend in South Africa.
Oh,
So
amazing.
straight out of Cape Town. Yes.
I love a good pair of earrings.
Me too. Yes.
I did not dress up today, so I didn't deserve earrings today for my.
Everyone
my
deserves. I'm bringing you some special earrings next time. You reminded me.
It's true. I'm very excited. But we do have another story here. Are we ready for this one?
Yes, we are.
You think?
Bring it on. Let's hear it.
All right,
All
Dr.
right.
Chavez, you ready?
Frickin'
ready.
good.
Do you want the title or do you want to be surprised with a little quip in the very beginning? You got this? You want to do a little on your
Surprise
toes?
me.
I love
Well-
it.
All right, she's ready.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
My once devoted boyfriend avoids me constantly, so I gave him a taste of life without me.
I wonder what happened next.
We've been a couple for 4 years, living together for 3. My boyfriend, 25, used to be almost obsessed with me, 25 female. He couldn't wait to see me again and make plans for the coolest activities. I can't believe how different it is now. He's an amazing person, and we fit together so well. We barely argue. We always seem to think about the same things at the same time. We have the same dreams and beliefs. I still think we're great together. He has an okay job, and while he used to not be able to wait to come home to me, he comes home later and later each time. Sometimes he'll say he's back at a certain time, but he arrives 3 hours later. He had to work a second job during the weekends for 3 months this winter, so we basically only saw each other for dinner and sleeping. Before he took the second job, he asked me what I thought about it and told me it would be a hard time with us barely seeing each other. I thought we can make it work. Now that the second job is over, we still only see each other for eating and sleeping. We only have spicy sleep once or twice a month. He knows that I feel the strongest connection with him when we get intimate, that I long for it, but he's always too tired. I didn't let myself go. I look almost like I did when we first met. I know that most people think we're playing in different leagues looks-wise. I know other men are still very attracted to me. By the way, this comes from Less Mixture, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Keon, and we have a returning guest here today. Can you go ahead and explain who you are and what you do?
I'm Dr. Shannon Chavez. I'm a psychologist and a sex therapist.
Yes, she is, and we are so happy to have you here today.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank you so much for coming. And we're going to give you some stories, talk about some things, give you some advice, but we don't have all your answers. We're only going to tell you what we would do, but let us know what you would do down in the comments. As OP says, he's too tired for anything, doesn't even want to go for walks or swimming. Weirdly, whenever his friends, family, and colleagues ask to do activities with him, he's hooked and looking forward to them. He likes coming along when I meet my friends and family, but he doesn't want me to come along when he does something with his friends. I know that when he talks about me, he describes me as if I was an annoying old wife he can't get rid of anymore.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yikes.
That's not great at all. That's a horrible way to go about this.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say things like that I allowed him to go meet them again just because I told him that in order to make this relationship work, we should do things outside of our home and that he needs to make time not only to meet friends, but also for us too to do something together other than eating and sleeping. He'll sometimes make plans with me for the weekend on Monday, but then make plans with his friends in another city, and then he'll say things like he didn't know I took these plans literal, even though I had told him that I had canceled plans that day. I had canceled other plans that day in order to make time for him. He makes plans for a vacation with a friend this year. We also have plans for a vacation this year, but he doesn't seem to be very into planning it. And he even said he'll need to find a new job first. I don't want him to fall out of love, but I feel helpless. I'm wondering if I'm too available? He's certainly not cheating on me. He's just avoiding me. He knows I'm sad about the situation. Do you have any advice for me? There's an update. So what do we think?
I was thinking the availability because often we need that little bit of spaciousness just to get excited again. And it sounds like he's getting excited for outside of the relationship energy, right?
Yes.
Friendship and gatherings and things outside of their coupleship. So I think, and availability and not being available isn't to play games or to create dynamics of forcing someone into something. But it can make you work a little bit differently towards those actions rather than, do we want to do that, yes or no? I think sometimes it's too available and it puts us in that, well, yes or no, and we start to logic whether we want to do something rather than doing things we truly desire.
Yeah.
Like, I want to spend time with you, and here's what we're doing, and being more direct and forward.
True.
Rather than kind of waiting for them to make space for you.
Yeah. I think it's funny that she's saying, maybe I'm making myself too available, but then they're literally spending no time together, besides like eating and sleeping. But then I don't know if like they should, when she says too available, like, is she meaning, she's wants to spend more time with him, so she's making herself available and then he's not? Like,
Well, I think the fear is people will stop asking, and they fear that if I don't ask or if I'm not making the effort, then he's really not going to want to spend time. But right now it feels like it's kind of a pressure cooker. So she's asking and waiting and kind of being hopeful, and it may come across as needy or overwhelming. He's saying, I'm tired, right? He's tired for certain things, but other activities that feel a little lighter, maybe less expectation, is motivated by. So I'd say there's something in the approach or the way it's being brought up that's maybe he's resentful of, or he's feeling, maybe he does feel like she's nagging or pushing, and it doesn't feel exciting or it doesn't feel easy in some way.
Well, let's find out. There's an update. What happened after I made the post? I wrote him a letter, hinting that this relationship won't work if it continues like this. I also printed the post I had made and the comments I got. I thought maybe it would help if he sees it from a different perspective. I put the letter and what I printed on the bed together with a photo book of an amazing vacation we had. I then removed the SIM card from my phone, A, because I didn't want to communicate with him until he read what I had left on the bed, and B, because the phone was actually his old one, as my actual phone had been sent in to be repaired and had now arrived at my parents', and that's where I wanted to spend the weekend. Then I picked up all of our pets and left for my hometown. I always take them with me when I visit my parents. Apparently, he came home early from work, only about an hour after I had left, to a deserted apartment. When I put the SIM card back into the repaired phone about 7 hours later, he had left a few messages saying that he had read what I had written and printed out, thought a lot about all this. He had looked through the photo book and had a conversation with a friend. That friend is almost twice as old as we are, used to be his drinking buddy, and is sort of a father figure for my boyfriend. He said that this friend had gone through the same situation with his wife. Apparently, he had been so stressed out by his job going downhill, he tried to safe it out by working longer hours, which sometimes created some tension between his wife and him, so he avoided her by going out for drinks every night, creating a vicious cycle of her being unhappy about not seeing him and him avoiding her even more. But he had found a solution. He realized that his job shouldn't define his life. He made a list of goals he wants to tick off each week. His marriage has apparently been going very well since then. It's the reason why I said he used to be my boyfriend's drinking buddy. My boyfriend said it dawned on him. He's in the same situation. He's putting in as much effort as the CEO who doesn't even appreciate his work. He doesn't want to lose me. I'm the best thing that has ever come to his life. He apparently cried a lot and made his own list of goals he wants to tick off each week. When I came back Sunday night, I found it on our fridge. It has very specific goals about him working less overtime and making up for the lost time by taking time off, spontaneously going out only once a week max with his drinking buddies, and spending time with me doing real activities at least twice a week. By the way, you can do some activities by listening to full episodes with stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast app, and just search up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left here. Anything you'd like to talk about?
Well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Kind of reminded me why we don't want to make assumptions in relationships,
True.
right? We always assume it must be me or I'm not doing enough. But in this particular story, it's deeper than that, right?
Yeah.
The struggles that people are going through that they're not sharing, or maybe they don't have words to. But this friend kind of came in that moment where you feel, yes, that's what's going on. Now I have words
Yes.
for it. Now I can tell you what's going on. That then leads to efforts and needs and being able to
Yeah.
figure it out together. So
It always seems like the biggest thing in these stories is the communication.
yes.
It's always the biggest thing.
as easy and simple as it sounds, but the
Right.
hardest thing to do when you don't know what to say or where to start. And I always say, let it be messy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's also not going to be resolved in one conversation. You have to give it some time. Let it build on it and add to it and make that effort. Make it a
Yeah.
continual habit to talk about what's going on in your individual lives as well as together.
Yeah, no, that's true. I never thought to be like, oh yes, like it does not have to be all solved. See, I'm like, I need it resolved because I'm dying on the inside.
We
I'm
want
like,
that, right? Clean
yeah.
and easy. Just fix it.
yes, I'm like, just like, you spilled something, wipe it off the floor. It's all done. It's all done. We don't and maybe it'll come back. You'll spill something else and then I'll have to clean it up again, whatever. But it's just like, ugh, it just seems like it's so stressful. I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have to deal with any of this. But like, I could only imagine, like the relationships I have
I
been
can
in.
imagine, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, ugh, I feel so much better just like being in tune with myself right now, and I'm okay with that.
Good. Well, the relationship with yourself helps you have a better
Yes.
relationship with a partner.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you bring up a good point when we want things to be really clean and squeaky clean and fixable. But most relationship problems are not solvable problems.
Really.
We call them perpetual problems. Maybe they're just differences in habits or personality, and you do things differently. And we project that onto our partners. Like, why
Yes.
can't you just do it like me? And that creates what we call a power struggle in relationships, where we start getting angry and resentful. And oftentimes we just have to look at, is this a real solvable thing, or do I need to create some space for understanding or ask questions, be curious? Because obviously they're having two very different relationship experiences,
Yes.
but want the same thing, just
So how
coming
do
at
you-
it differently.
Yeah. So how could you say, for instance, like they're like the two people in the relationship are, more power hungry and want this person to be this specific way and, are always having this kind of argument. How can that be like, I guess not solvable, but like kind of
Compromised,
Yeah,
or
finding some
find
sort
a
of
midway
compromise.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, the art of compromise. I think it takes listening versus reacting,
that is true.
because most people are listening to create a response, right? I'm hearing you, but I have something to say, or a reason why, and we become these lawyers creating a debate. I'm building my case based on what you're saying rather
Yes.
than having real solutions. And listening allows you to have empathy. Be like, oh, I get that. I understand why. Knowing you the way I do, and that intimacy in the way you know each other, helps you elicit that easier.
Yes.
But we're used to reacting, and we listen for very small bits of information, and we may
Yes.
misunderstand what's really important to our partner. So I like mirroring, where you repeat back what you hear. Like, I'm hearing you say you're really stressed out and don't have time for us. Does that mean that maybe now isn't a great time for us to take that vacation.
Yeah.
Or you mentioned you haven't got a good night's sleep in a while. Maybe we should look at different times for us to have spicy time. So you then can compromise much easier without reacting and getting your emotion involved with it. Emotion is important, but if it's driving our communication, it's going to end up causing defensiveness and maybe criticizing one another. And you have to remember, you're working on the same team. You want the same thing.
I know. And that's what I feel like a lot of people get caught up on. It's like, no, I'm right. I'm right. It's like, that's not the point of it.
I always tell my clients, both of you are right. Nobody is wrong or right. You're both right in how you feel, but can you hold space for both of those rights?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that. We got a little bit left. Let's finish it up. Since then, our dynamic has changed entirely. We had spicy sleep. We cuddled. We talked. He was there. Now it's only been 6 days since I made the post, but I hope it stays this great between us. I guess the realizations he had could help him with keeping up with his new goal habits. Weirdly, all the talks we had before when I told him I was unhappy because we didn't see each other much probably contributed to him avoiding me even more after already being stressed from work. This talk was different because it made him realize that he'd lose me if it continued like this. And because it made him reach out to his friend. Maybe the deserted apartment contributed as well, because it was a little taste into life without me. And then TLDR, I probably owe my boyfriend's friend big time. And that's the end of that.
Love that. Another happy ending.
I know. We usually do not get those. This is
especially
actually
back to back too.
This is pretty
Crazy.
refreshing, truthfully.
Breakthroughs. Go communication, right? I mean, both the stories, good communication, vulnerability, all the things that you need as a recipe for good intimacy.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I'm waiting for like the chat to be like, divorce or dump him or red flags.
No.
Yeah. Right now it's just like, love that. This looks so good.
Patience. Yes.
Patience and
Stumble a little.
understanding.
Let it be messy.
We do have some donations. Stacy Bot, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Holy moly. 14 months. It doesn't feel that long. Thank you to everyone that helped me through my surgery. Oh yeah, Stacy Bot, how are you? I want to hear all about it because I know you've been on and off with like your whole back surgery. I would love to hear how you're doing. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. And Laura Wright, thank you for being a member for 9 months. You're an okay baby. Hi. And that's it. And that's all we get. The babies can't really speak that well, you know. The first word is hi. And we love that. All right. We do have another story. Are we ready for it?
Should be there.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
This is fun. I like these stories. I like how they're happy endings. All the stories that I read previously were like, you know, it was more so like partners and marriage and how it wasn't working out and all this stuff. But one of them was how this one woman kept hiding her phone and the guy didn't bring it up for 18 months. And I'm like, what are you doing?
That's a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he finally was like, hey, like, what are you doing? And she was just like, oh, I've been like writing, you know, like anytime I feel something, I get like, you know, a lot of stuff, blah, 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 and writing. And, you know, everyone's like, she's cheating, blah, blah, blah. Because that's just the first thing you think. Like, she's hiding her phone from you, you know. And then at one point he, you know, found like a little pleasure device under her pillow, and they hadn't had spicy sleep in I think like a year or so. And so he was like, what is happening? And so he ended up doing confronting her, and she's like, oh, it was like I've been writing whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes on, she like, you know, because he said, I thought you were cheating on me, blah, 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 all this stuff. And she like, you know, started sobbing and was just like, no, and it was like the other one, she's like, I feel like I've gained weight and you don't want to see me like this. Like, I feel very unattractive. And I'm like, that is just so sad to feel. I would hate that. Like, I would hate to be like, I'm so uncomfortable with myself that I don't want to share this with you anymore. And that's just like, ugh, that's heartbreaking to me.
Yes.
I don't like that.
And a good reminder, too, that when we project that onto our partners, I mean, it could be something so simple, right? It has nothing to do with the relationship, but then it creates this story in your mind. I've already created a story about what you're doing, and you're cheating, and who you're with, and how you're spending your time, and it has nothing to do with that. And then you have to kind of dismantle from that story and convince yourself to hear that truth and believe that truth. So another reminder, don't make assumptions.
There we go.
Most assumptions are wrong. I always say if it hasn't been communicated, it doesn't exist. It is not real. It's in your head. We might be right, but ask questions before making conclusions.
And that's so smart. You have such good thoughts coming out of your head.
The tendencies. I see this every day in my work. Don't do it, people.
See, I'm just like, huh? This is like enlightening to me. But I love it. Now I know. I'm being educated while I have fun. Have fun for me. Have fun for all of us.
Yes, fun for everyone.
All right, Sav, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, Dr. Chavez, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
My husband confessed to his friends. Sorry.
It's a
Let
bit
me
of a
go
long
down.
one. Yeah. Bit of a long one. You got it, though. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
My husband confessed to his friends that he doesn't think I'm beautiful anymore, and I've heard enough of it.
You should be done with that for sure.
I'm newly married. After our honeymoon, my husband had a group of video calls with his best friends. After I said hello and chatted with them for a bit, I excused myself to go for a walk. I decided I needed to get my raincoat because it looked like it was about to rain, but my husband and his friends thought I had already gone out. Oh no.
I know where this is going. Uh-oh.
This is gonna be messy. It's about to start pouring. They started interrogating him about our honeymoon, and they were all teasing and laughing until one of his best friends asked him if my looks were still an issue for him.
Still an issue?
Ooh.
Still an issue. And
That's
you're newly married.
Crazy. That's what I was thinking. You married into this, and you had an issue about how she looked. And he's bringing it up after, a honeymoon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You still like her? Like, that's crazy to ask.
And it being a discovery, like hearing it versus being told and
Yes.
openly talked about in a private, safe space. So
Yeah.
even more of a betrayal or feeling of trauma.
My husband told her that he loved me. Oh, it was a girl who said it too. Yikes. Ooh. My husband told her that he loved me, that we had a great honeymoon, and that I'm beautiful on the inside. And then she said, "You can't have it all."
Oh.
Dang. She kept pushing, asking whether he felt he had downgraded from his ex-girlfriend. And he said, "Maybe, but she makes me happy." Another friend then interjected and said I wasn't bad looking if I lost some weight, and my husband agreed. Nothing feels the same anymore. I always knew I wasn't beautiful, but I thought that he liked how I looked, or at least didn't mind it so much. I know he values my other qualities and that he loves me and is very kind to me, but I don't feel good with him, and I haven't been happy since that day. 5 weeks ago. By the way, this comes from Deleted, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Keon, and we have a returning guest here today. Can you go ahead and let them know who you are and what you do?
I'm Dr. Shannon Chavez. I'm a sex and relationship expert.
And we welcome you. Thank you for coming here today.
Thanks for having me.
We love having people. But we are here to give some good advice goofily. But we do not have all of your answers. We only tell you what we would do, but let us know what you would do down in the comments. As OP says, I have lost weight over these weeks, and he's paid me a lot of compliments about it, but I don't want him commenting on my physical appearance anymore. I hate every encouraging word he has to say, and yet I feel like I need to be more appealing to him. Any advice would be helpful. And there's an update. What advice would you have?
Oh, I'm feeling the sting of hearing those things.
Yeah.
Because once you hear them, you can't unhear them.
Yes.
And it changes your trust and even your perception of the relationship. It can be psychologically traumatic to think
Yes.
what I thought was our relationship is now not. And there's a secrecy and all this stuff going on behind my back. And
Yes.
I see the effort to want to feel attractive, but it's deeper than that. I always find if
Yes.
someone is being blatantly critical of someone, especially about their looks, it's often what they're feeling about themselves. So I would say there's something in insecurity within him that he's projecting onto her.
Yeah.
And it should be, yes, feel good about yourself, but don't do it as a way to try to motivate him to come back. I
Yes.
think that's going to be a short-lived solution,
That's
and
what
I
I was
would
thinking.
approach it.
Yeah.
Attraction is multi-layered, and physical is
Exactly.
not the most important in what keeps a relationship together.
And also, I think his friends have a lot to do with how he's thinking as well. Like being in his ears of just like, you know, you still like her? Oh, like down. Oh, do you think you downgraded? You know, like that's so. That's so messed up to say.
Could be a little jealousy there, especially, I hate to say, you know, female-male friend dynamic. Is there
True.
something there? That doesn't feel like
Yeah.
a supportive friend. It
Oh.
feels like someone who's trying to instigate or stir something up in that
Exactly.
relationship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ugh.
OP's newly married, about to be newly divorced.
That's going to take a lot of repair. And that's going to be some deep work for those two.
Yeah.
Well, there is an update 4 days later. I told my husband what I'd overheard him and his friends talking about. I asked him if I was ugly to him, and he was shocked and told me, of course not. I asked him about his ex-girlfriend, who I had never even heard of, and he started telling me how before he met me, he only went after looks. The last one was his ex-girlfriend, who, according to him, only used him and made him feel miserable. When that relationship ended, he thought back on his love life and realized that he had never actually felt happiness in his relationships, and he promised himself to find someone different from what he'd usually gone for. Our marriage wasn't arranged, to answer one of the comments in my previous post, but where I come from, people don't have spicy sleep before marriage. My husband and I met about 2 years ago through mutual friends. We talked for about a year before he proposed, and now we're married. His friends, who he's known for over a decade since college, were very surprised upon meeting me because I'm not his usual type. Apparently, in the beginning, he told him that he wasn't so sure about me, but that he was trying something new. When he got to know me better and we started to get along and talk for hours, he said he realized he hadn't been this happy with anyone else before, maybe ever. Before our wedding, his ex-girlfriend reached out to him and told him she was still in love with him. Oh, God. No. Yeah, sorry, I hated that. She was freaking out because she'd heard that he was getting married in a couple of months, and it was now or never for her.
Wow.
Yikes. I mean, what do you do in that situation? Like, you know, your ex is coming at you now being like, you know, time's ticking. Are we going to get back together? And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I found someone who I actually love.
I moved on. I'm happy. And
Yeah.
that happens more often than not, though,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately.
No,
You're an ex. Stay an ex, you know?
Yeah, there's a reason. My husband told this to his friends, and they suggested that he should meet up with her to at least get closure, if nothing else.
So we were on the money with the friends kind of whispering in the ear and
So they're not true friends.
They're all in on it, I bet.
Oh,
The
for
ex, the
sure.
friends.
Oh,
friends.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
He did, and he realized he had made the right decision in choosing me. Oh, so we did go on that meeting.
Ah.
I mean, I don't know. How would you feel? Would you be like betrayed that he went and saw his ex without saying anything and then coming back be like, yeah, I know I made the right decision?
I think that needs to be communicated clearly and openly before going, because
Yes.
that can feel like a betrayal.
Oh, for
and
sure.
What I would want to talk about, what is closure? You know, is closure
Yes.
one last makeout session? I mean, I would be really
Mhm.
clear on the boundaries of that,
Yeah.
especially when this person has an ulterior motive and is looking to get you back. I mean,
Yes.
he sounds a little sneaky, and
Yeah.
I think that would
So do
be
the friends.
better to disclose that first.
Yes. I had to interrogate him to get all of this out of him. I wasn't taking no for an answer. He said he loved me, and I believe him. He does love and care about me, and he's truthful when he says I make him happy. But after hearing everything, I don't know what to feel. I really thought more passion and lust and butterflies were involved, at least in the beginning. It was that way for me. Anyways, but for him, it feels like he chose me based only on his past experiences and that it had nothing to do with me. He has replaced beauty and passion with oatmeal.
Oh, no.
That is very
That's a new one.
interesting.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one
is a
before.
new one. It's good for you, but nothing you look forward to having.
Oh, I disagree.
I disagree.
I love oatmeal.
I like oatmeal.
I have had it, I think, once and don't really remember what it tastes
Put some
like.
blueberries
You're
in
not
there.
helping.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just my experience. I have no idea what oatmeal tastes like. But it looks...
I
Oh my
think
God, wait, that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Yes.
You know, and
Well,
now
way
the
to
wheels
go.
are turning.
You got it. There it
And
is.
now they're turning. Now everything is back to normal, and yet not really. He's more careful to show me love and compliment me. I got flowers and jewelry, and he has booked a weekend trip. I don't know if it's hurt or disappointment that I'm feeling, and I don't know if I'm disappointed in him, in my dreams, or in this whole marriage thing, but I feel that everything is different now. And there's an edit. The friends were interrogating my husband because they thought his ex was more his type and that choosing me wouldn't
knew
work in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. By the way, you can listen to full episodes of stories just like this in the long run by going to Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast app and just searching up OK Storytime. There is a little bit left. What advice do you have for her?
Oh boy. I mean,
It's all different.
It is different.
Yeah.
It's okay for it to be different. I think you
True.
have to kind of start over from this point because
Mhm.
obviously it sounds like he's doing a little growing up. He's evolving. He's recognized what happiness is versus maybe sort of the superficial time in his life, friends, social influence. So give it an opportunity, but rebuilding that trust and repair. Give him the opportunity to show you he can be consistent and build the connection that you want. And getting past some of those hurts, you may always remember them, but you can move past them.
Yes. Yeah, it's hard. I think it is going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of effort on his part to gain back that trust because it is like a complete betrayal
Mm-hmm.
of just being like, I never knew this. And now you're just second guessing everything about the
You're
relationship.
second guessing, exactly.
Ugh.
It makes you not trust yourself, and that's where it
Yes.
can feel traumatic. Like, how did I not know, or did I make a mistake? And these things happen, so
Yeah.
I don't think every relationship is perfect, but
Yeah.
the ability to repair and move forward is a test of your relationship. Is he
Yes.
willing to do that work?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's going to therapy or getting rid of some people in his life that are negative influences, and she
Yes.
should have the right to talk about that. Hey, I
Oh,
don't
for
feel
sure.
comfortable around these people. Or
Yeah.
obviously, they're not supporting your relationship, which means they don't support you or your happiness.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Ugh, hate these friends. Get rid of them. They're done.
Get rid of
You
them.
really didn't
Enough
have a-
is enough.
You really didn't have a childhood because this is delicious, by the way.
Dinosaur eggs.
You never had this
Quaker
growing up?
Dinosaur eggs. What were they like? Chocolate?
They were just like little fun.
Oh,
Yes, the instant oatmeal as a kid.
Yeah, I loved instant oatmeal.
Yes.
Strawberries and cream. Peaches and
Yes.
cream.
The blueberries
have
it,
and cream.
right?
Yeah, they still have it. It's so good.
Okay, then maybe I'll
Oatmeal.
get some.
Give oatmeal another chance, okay?
Yeah.
I will give oatmeal. It just wasn't memorable enough, I guess. And then I was just like, okay. But
You
now,
can dress it up. It can be
Just get some fresh fruit and put
Yeah.
some in there.
some
Oatmeal's
nuts,
delicious.
Yes.
you know
No.
what? I've been convinced.
Yeah.
You guys get it. There is another edit here. I'm not beautiful, yes, but I have never been considered ugly. I'm very average looking. His ex-girlfriend, on the other hand, is model beautiful. In fact, she was an aspiring model in her teens and early 20s. I'm not overweight either, but I'm not skinny.
Listen, it's not always about the looks.
Yeah, that's
Looks
the
are
thing.
looks are temporary. It's how you are as a person.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You know how many,
Mhm.
like, you know, I always think about this because it makes me feel better. But I'm just like, you know, like all these celebrities who like get all this work done, who look so perfect and are just like, oh, they're perfect beyond all measure. But
Mhm.
yet they don't have anyone. They're not like, you know, and that doesn't, it's not just in the looks, obviously. It's in like more. But like you see these people and all these other people who don't know them look up to them, are like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, this is what I want. This is what I want. But it's like, you don't even know this person. You know, you just see them in this light.
Mhm.
And so it's just, I don't know. It's different. I get it because I do the same thing. But you know, it's, I don't know, it's just something to think about, I think.
Beauty is subjective. I mean, who's to say what's
Exactly.
beautiful, what's not? I
Right?
think if you feel your beauty, it's an aura. You
Yes.
you exuberate this energy. So it's not
Yes.
about, fitting the standard. Because as you're saying, we're in a society where there are very particular standards
Mhm.
around beauty.
Yes.
And so what does that mean when your friends or people around you are telling you, that person is not attractive enough? According
Yes.
to what and based on what?
Right? Yeah. It's just like I get that everyone has, like a type. Like
Mhm. We all do. That's true.
Yes, we
That
all have a type.
types. Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that is, that's it. That's the only people I'm going to go after. That's the only, it's just like that is what in my mind, what I find pretty, what I find attractive, subjectively. But it doesn't mean that I'm just closed off to everything else.
And
like,
that's only
ever.
based on your experiences. So the more we
Exactly.
have, the more we expand that, the more things we find beautiful, the more things
Exactly.
turn us on. So yes, we
Yes.
can change our type, which a lot of people
Exactly.
don't think about.
And that's true. And I want to come back to that.
And beauty, by the way, does not help with communication in relationships. So it's not going to help you in the long run.
Ooh.
And it fades and changes and so much
And
more.
that's so true. That's so good. Beauty does not help in communicating.
Yeah.
Dang. That hit me. Edit number 3. My husband has now seen my post and he has apologized and said he's ashamed of himself and what he's done. I still don't know how to feel about everything. Maybe my best option is to wait and see what becomes of us. No strings attached and no future plans for now. We need to be sure if we really want this. Peace. I think that was more peace,
Yes.
but I went with peace.
I love that.
But that is the end of that story. But I don't know. Do you think is there a future for them? Do you think, or you think she's done, or
Yes, there's a future. I mean, there's no fairy tale ending in any marriage. So we
True.
go into it and we have this fantasy that it's all perfect and it's all love and romance. The reality of it is it's a lot of work. It's
It
a lot of
is.
vulnerability and communication, as we're saying. So I
Mhm.
think every marriage has many beginnings and endings.
That's
It sounds like
true.
they had to get past this part of themselves where they weren't being secure and
Yeah.
honest and open in their relationship. Sometimes those are the biggest catalysts for
Yeah.
a relationship to thrive.
And-
So sometimes out of pain comes resilience and closeness and bonding. So I don't think it's over for
Yeah.
these two.
Well, and it's also very fresh. They just got
Just
married.
got married,
Just got on their
newlyweds.
honeymoon. They've known each other for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, specifically for you, is
Mhm.
there a timeline you think okay, we've been together for this long, now we can get married? Or you think that is just subjective? I don't know if it would be, to me in my mind, I guess idea would be I would have to be 5+ years in order to feel comfortable enough
Mhm.
with you, I
Mhm.
feel. But I don't know if that's just, because there's not really a limit. You can just do it whenever,
That's the thing. There is no rule or magical number. But I do think you bring up a good point. Readiness and your experience. And it can be different for everyone. I know
That's
people
true.
that have gotten married after a month and they are still
Oh,
married and they have an amazing
crazy.
relationship. And others that
Aw.
have been together for decades and still are not sure and still
Yeah.
questioning. So I think it really depends. But I do want people to remember you can design any relationship you want. We don't have to step into marriage with this idea of what we saw our parents do or what our friends are
Yep.
doing. We can create our own relationship.
Yeah.
Choose your own adventure. Have
gosh,
fun with
that's-
it.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's very family traditions and all that. And he's married. It's he wants his wife to be my mom in the way that my mom and dad raised us, and it was, great childhood, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And we turned out, great, I guess, whatever. But he wants that. He literally lives in their house, bought their house. They moved out and went to a little condo
Oh
thing.
wow, this is
Now has
this
his
is
house.
very much that.
Is
yes.
has 2 kids right now. I'm one of 4, and he wants
Oh.
4. He wants everything. He does exactly what well, my dad has his own business. My brother does engineering. So I guess there's that difference. But they like the same sports. They go out drinking together. They, do exactly the same things. My brother just tries to emulate my dad so much, and he tries to be my dad to a point where I've said to him you're not dad. you know, and he's like, well, I know. But, you know, we're like just like each other. Like he kind of, you know.
He likes it. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
I mean, my dad is great. Like, my dad's the best person ever. But it's just like, no, you're never going to be him. And we just had that conversation, like, with my dad in the car going to the airport, me and my sister. He was like, he's never going to be me. And I said, I know. There's only one Rob Teeter. And that is you. But it's just, you know, some people think, I look up to this person, I have to be them.
Right, or that's the working model of what I know a healthy marriage is, or how a husband and wife should be. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
In fact, that feels very safe to our bodies and our minds. Our nervous system recognizes that familiarity.
Yeah.
But also, he can't be afraid to do his own thing.
Right?
Doesn't mean he's going to be a bad husband or it's not going to work. He might be trying too hard to imitate that he's afraid to make a mistake or, you know, venture out on his own.
Yeah.
So,
And I love when he's just himself. I don't like when he tries to be my dad.
no, I'm
I
sure
have
that's
a dad.
strange.
I don't want my brother to be my dad. Please. But yeah, that's
There's
that's
only
my
one
soapbox.
dad, yes.
There is one dad, and that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
But we are ready for the next one, correct?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's freaking get to it.
This
Are there
one's-
any donos?
No donos. This is
Okay.
going to be our last story
Oh,
for our guest, but it's not going to be the end of the episode because we have gifts to show off.
oh yes.
So
which I'm so excited about.
Me
You don't even
too.
know.
we'll bring everyone up here for the gifts.
Okay, yay. I want to get everyone's reaction on this.
Yay.
So excited. All right, I am ready for this.
One sec, we have a spammer in the chat. Let me get him out of here.
Oh.
All right, they're gone. Cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
My husband refused to be intimate with me, so I gave him an ultimatum.
I'd love to know what that ultimatum is.
My husband, 45 male, and I, 40 female, haven't been physically intimate properly for a few years.
For a few years?
Dang.
Not
couldn't survive.
uncommon. Yes.
I could not. I'd be like, come on.
What's the longest you've heard, Dr. Chavez, of we haven't been physically intimate in this period of time?
22 years.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like no touching, no cuddling, no
Oh, no,
hugging.
plenty of affection.
plenty of
just
affection?
straight, no spicy stuff. And
Wow.
they get very comfortable in that zone of just affection.
Are they?
Cuddle.
Were they
and-
both ace or like?
No, just not knowing how to get out of that place that they built.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
It's
where
too
do we start?
comfortable.
They get overwhelmed by even the idea of stepping outside of the comfort, what they
Exactly.
might lose, what will change, because we
Mm.
love things to be
Oh, yeah. No
familiar.
one wants to change.
Right, no one wants to
No
change.
one wants to change.
And spicy stuff requires a lot of like creative energy and moving things around and getting out of your
Exactly.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Like
it's,
discovering, being
Mhm.
curious, like all of
Mhm.
that. Ugh.
yes,
22 years is crazy.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Were they good now?
They're working on it.
Oh, they're working on it. They're working on it. They're
Rome
working on it.
wasn't built in a day. 20,
You know-
20 plus years. I feel like
I'm not a miracle worker,
I
but
mean-
I'm doing the best I can.
They got another 22 years to figure this out.
I wish they would have come maybe 21 years earlier. That's okay. We're working with what we have.
There's been some spicy related contact here and there, but full spicy sleep hasn't happened in a long time. He's been to the doctors and his testosterone levels are good. We've been to couples therapy, single therapy, and spicy sleep therapy.
Wow.
But nothing has worked. He just says he's never in the mood for spicy sleep and can't be bothered. He only works part-time, which was his choice, and I work full-time. We have no problems or any other problems, so there's nothing I know of that is ruining his spicy sleep drive. About a week ago, he came to me and said he'd appreciate it if we didn't talk about spicy sleep anymore. All right. What do you like if people came to you and said this? What is your advice?
If you don't talk about it, it doesn't just go away. I think
Right?
that can be a pattern too. You know,
Yes.
all right, I'll back off, and then we haven't talked about it, and then now we're talking 22 years, right?
Mhm.
So you can't avoid it. You can't
True.
avoid something that is mutually beneficial and important to your relationship.
Yeah.
like the vital sign of your relationship. So it doesn't matter how you're doing it. To me, I'd want to get into and excavate a little bit of
Yes.
what the spicy dynamics are. What's going on? What are you actually doing
Yes.
that isn't motivating you? Because if things feel good to us, we want to do them. It's
Right?
really that simple. And
That's what I'm saying.
yes. And if we have to kind of recreate that or revamp that,
Yeah.
you can resuscitate a dead spicy life for sure.
Mm,
So
you totally can. He doesn't need or want it, and he's not interested in it at all anymore. That's not a great sign. I've tried to talk to him to ask him if it's me in the past, and he said no. He just doesn't feel the need for it. The thing is, I do.
right.
I'm desperate for it. I don't want to cheat, and I don't want to lose him. But I can't go forever without it. I need to ask him if I can have spicy sleep outside the marriage, but I don't know how. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Lost Schmacks, and if you want to submit your own story, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Savannah.
I'm Keon, and we have a returning guest here today. Can you go ahead and let them know who you are and what you do?
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Shannon Chavez. I'm a psychologist and spicy sex therapist.
Woohoo! And thank you so much for coming here. We appreciate your time
Thanks for having me.
and advice, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah, thanks for always coming back. We always love returning guests.
know,
It's so
yeah.
fun. And it's like, it feels like yesterday you were just here. so-
Family,
Yeah,
yes.
truly,
Refreshing.
truly.
Family reunion.
Your spicy aunt here to answer all your questions.
But we do not have all of the answers you may seek. We're only going to tell you what we would do, but let us know what you would do down in the comments. As OP says, there are some comments. I love the comments. Does OP have kids? And ask about open marriage. OP responds, we don't have kids. I want to ask for an open marriage, but I don't know how. Commenter number 1 says, have you told him that you don't want to go without spicy sleep for the foreseeable future? What scenarios would you be comfortable with for getting your needs met? What would he be comfortable with? Have the discussion. The two of you will either find consensus or decide to separate amicably. OP responds, I told him I can't go without it. I like it and need it. He just said you need to learn how to go without.
Ooh.
Well, that's not a compromise. That's not even a conversation.
Right. When someone's being really critical and judging your needs, I think there's
Yeah.
a deeper problem there in the relationship.
Just completely shut you
Mhm.
down. Like,
Mhm.
okay, cool. I guess no. Like, that's the answer. So then what do? You're at a stalemate. Like,
And that feels a little emotionally manipulative to
Yes.
convince you to not want something that you're saying is important. I would want to see, is that person open to participating in partner's pleasure?
yeah.
You don't have to be completely turned on, but can you be a part of that experience for them? And I would want to know what's with the avoidance.
Yeah.
Why are you taking such a hard stance to, nope, I don't want it. I don't want
Yeah.
you to want it, and creating this awkwardness around something
Yes. And just
obviously important.
out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just seemed like there was just a switch that went off. And
Mhm.
he's like,
Mhm.
nah. Like, I don't know. I guess we didn't really get that much background, but maybe we will. Is OP or her husband religious? OP responds, not religious. So it's not a religious thing.
Mm-hmm.
Commenter 2 says, let me ask you a question first, or maybe questions. Is lack of spicy sleep truly your only issue? You mentioned how he's working part-time by his choice. Is he contributing his half of work to the relationship? Did all your therapy not turn up anything but no spicy sleep? If you got permission to go out to a bar and have one-night stands to have spicy sleep and then immediately come home, would that solve everything? Or would you be wanting affection and romance with your spicy sleep? So do you still have enough love for your husband that if somebody is offering you spicy sleep and the possibility of love, you'd still choose him and walk away from the spicy sleep? OP responds, he doesn't like the people he works with, so being part-time helped relieve his stress. We split the housework. He's loving in other ways, and we still cuddle up and watch TV, etc., but he just has no interest in spicy sleep. It sounds stupid, as I can get myself off, but I just want to feel a man's body against mine. Self-love isn't enough. And there's an update. Do you think that's true? Is that a true statement?
The self-love is not
Yeah.
enough. It's a different activity. So I think
Yes.
it's not a replacement for. It shouldn't fill someone up when they have other needs. It's important. I think both are equally important in every
Yes.
relationship. And I'd be curious about his self-pleasure world. Is he taking care of himself? Where is he putting all that energy?
Yeah.
His hormones are normal. It sounds like stress is a big factor. I've seen that create a lot of avoidance and shutdown in men's desire.
Yeah.
But you've got to address that. It can affect you in other ways. And men need, can I give this little fact?
Yes.
21 healthy ejaculations a month just to keep their prostate healthy.
Really?
21. That's a lot.
That's like, whoa.
Just to keep the pipes clean. So,
Dang.
so avoiding that has more repercussions than not, and that's why I think if you're really not feeling that, at least do it for your health. Do it for your sleep. There's so many benefits. But if you're completely avoidant, there's something you're telling yourself or something else going on. Maybe he has a problem and he's not wanting to address it. So he's like, let's just avoid it and not want it, and that solves everything. So there's something maybe a little deeper. Maybe there's an identity issue. It could be a lot of things, but I would hope his therapy had, revealed some of that. But
wait, is there a number for women?
Every day.
Every minute.
Minute every day, yes.
Is there? I feel like there. I mean, would there be? Or
Well, the good thing about our bodies is we can have 12 different types of orgasm. So
12?
12, yes.
Savannah's like, I've only had 0.
Most people
only
don't
had
know
one.
that.
I think 1.5.
That counts. It all counts. But because of that, I think it's less than just sort of a one-way track. There's this multi-sensory way that our bodies can release.
Oh, wow.
And that is the first part. I think learn all your orgasm types, and then you'll kind of know how to take care of yourself.
And I'm doing my research tonight. We do have an update
I'll be sending
here.
you the guide.
Oh my God, yes, please. Update. Well, it's 6 a.m. here, and we spent 4 hours talking about it last night until he stormed off to stay at his friend's house.
Oof.
That's how well the talk went. Just to clear a few things up from my original post, all his levels were above average for his age when tested, and the doctors concluded there is no medical reason for his lack of libido. In bed every night, he sleeps unclothed next to me, and I can see and feel he is physically able to. People asked me if he was depressed, and I don't think he is, but you never truly know what is happening in someone's head. He said his last job was stressing him out, so we agreed that he would just work part-time. On that subject, a few people have said I'm only with him for his money. Well, I earn $70K a year, and he earns between $10 to $15K a year, so no, I'm not.
That clears that up.
Yep, pretty quick. People asked me if I had gotten fat. My weight has never been more than 5 pounds difference up or down than the day we met. And I'm currently 9 stone 6. Huh? 132 pounds to my American friends.
There you go.
That's crazy.
It's across the pond.
9
British.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say that's some
I'm like, huh?
European lingo.
Yeah, the English got some fun lingo,
So she's 132 pounds to the Americans at 5'7". I've got big chest. I've got a big chest, so they have gotten a bit saggier, but I can't help that. I was asked about that frequently. At first, we were intimate a lot. Then within 5 years, it was down to once a month. And now the last time we had full spicy sleep was 4 years ago.
Dang.
The
At least it's not
last
22.
I mean,
like
what's he
we've heard.
doing?
Yeah, but 4 is still long,
I mean, 21 times 12, you do the math. What, is he doing anything? Like, to be healthy at least. I mean, if not to just have pleasure, but also to just be healthy,
Just to take care of your body.
Yeah.
I have to be curious about what their definition of spicy sleep is. I mean, are we making it
Yes.
so specific that it's creating performative pressure and exhaustion to think about getting there? We call that anticipatory anxiety. I
Yes.
overthink it to the point where I don't want to have it. And spicy stuff can be anything. It could
Yeah.
be just getting in, I love that he's sleeping in the nude. But
Right.
obviously, what's that about? Obviously, it
Yeah.
feels a little odd. I mean, I want you to be comfortable, but that would invite
Yeah.
touch and sensual connection.
Oh,
and
for
there's
sure.
so much.
Yeah. Like, something's going on here.
Right.
The last time there was any other contact from him was 2 years ago, and I did something for him 3 months ago. People asked if he's cheating, or attracted to the same gender, or if he watches some spicy videos. I've searched his phone and never seen anything to suggest that. He's not secretive with his phone at all. Over the years, I've told him if he wants to explore his spicy proclivity or other people, he can. I've offered him threesomes. I've told him I will do anything he wants. Nothing is off limits. And he wasn't interested. Dang, what's this guy want?
I don't think he knows.
I don't
Yes.
think he
Yeah,
does,
that's
yeah.
true. He doesn't know.
And I would say never open a relationship when there's uncertainty.
Yes.
And I don't think that's a solution. I think there's obviously some underground issues that they need to bring up. Maybe there's resentments. Maybe sex has always been boring. Maybe it just hasn't really worked. Maybe they're focusing so much on the mechanics that it feels stressful and overwhelming.
Yeah.
So there could be a lot of different things to do, but
Yeah. So last night, I sat him down and told him, I know you don't like talking about this, and I respect the fact you don't want spicy sleep anymore, but I do. So either open up the relationship so I can get my spicy sleep somewhere else, or I'm leaving. That brought on hours of ranting and raving. I'm a spicy sleep regular use person. I'm a slag. I don't love him. I've got no respect for myself, etc., etc. I stayed calm and said, you either need to tell me why you don't want to have spicy sleep with me, let me have spicy sleep outside of the marriage, or we'll split up as we aren't compatible. Are you A-spect identity? Or attracted to the same gender? Depressed? Just don't find me attractive? He said it's none of those things. He just doesn't enjoy spicy sleep. It's boring, and he's got no interest in pleasing other people either. He'd just rather handle it himself.
boy.
I don't even know what that means.
It feels like a lot of resistance. It's boring. There's nothing. There's nothing positive about that or
Yeah.
encouraging. It feels like he's just given up and he's not willing to work at all. And I'd want to know, what's his fear of improving things?
Right?
What's his fear of opening up and having each
Yeah.
other to support this issue rather than just being like, yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah,
Conclusion.
it's so negative.
Hanging up my spicy hat forever.
Right? Oh, not
Bye.
the spicy. Yeah. Aw. When I asked him why we had so much spicy sleep at the start, he said it was just to shut me up.
Ooh.
I said, you've slept with over 50 people, but you don't like spicy sleep. He said he did it because everyone else did, and he was trying to find the reason everyone enjoyed it, but he realized he just didn't. I wasn't sure I believed him, so I said, fine. If that is true, I'll never bother you for spicy sleep again, but can I please have spicy sleep with other people? You can even choose them if you want to make you more comfortable. You can be in control of it all. Just pick someone for me a couple of times a month. You can even watch if you want, or we can keep it completely separate and you'll never know anything. I won't tell you when I'm having spicy sleep or who with. I don't mind what the arrangement is, as long as I can have spicy sleep. He just said, no effing way, and stormed out the door to his friend's house. So that's where we are. He's obviously told his friends, as I've had messages from some of them saying I'm a slag and a cheater. I've messaged my husband just now after he didn't answer the phone even though he's awake, and said, you leaving and getting your friends to gang up on me tells me everything I need to know. I'll let you decide whether you want to stay in the house or not, but if you choose to stay, I will only be paying for my half of the mortgage until it's sold. Then you're on your own. I don't care what you tell people. I have all the proof of our problems over text messages, as you are a coward and that's how you communicate. Goodbye, Daryl. And then she just doxes the name. By the way, you can say hello to us by listening to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast and type in OK Storytime. There's a little bit left, but my
I don't know if we're
God.
getting a happy ending out of this one.
I
This feels
know.
emotionally abusive. There's some
Yeah.
layers here.
It's just, I don't even know what is the issue here. He, just will not say.
He's saying a lot without saying anything, right? There's all
Yes.
this anger and rage and walking away and a lot of resentment and yes, but yet no understanding of what's causing any of that.
And she just has to sit there and be confused, just draw conclusions because he's not giving her anything. I mean, how frustrating. Like, I would be done too. I'd be like, there's no saving it then.
He's showing you who he is, and you have to accept that and choose how you want to protect yourself and move forward. I hear a lot of, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, but I also think you have to have boundaries for yourself.
Yes.
You have to know how to separate your needs from the relationship needs, and also you can't force someone to do something. So
yeah.
They've already done a lot of work. I mean, this sounds like he's kind of maybe sabotaging the relationship, whether it's conscious or not.
Yeah.
But he's kind of like already got one foot out, is what I hear.
Yes. Well, let's finish it up, see where it goes. It's heartbreaking, but I can't carry on feeling disrespected. And the fact that he has his friends insulting me and pestering me is too much. Feels like he's one step away from a Peaky Blinders post on social media about how silent and strong he is. So that's where I am. No answers on the spicy sleep problem, and there is no way I'm staying with him after the name-calling, storming out, and intimidation by his friends. I don't know what more I could have done for this man. And there are some comments. Commenter number 1 says, so he is a spect identity? At least in the sense that he doesn't like spicy sleep, but still handles it himself. Anyway, he's not understanding you nor trying to address your needs, so that's probably it for the relationship. And OP responds, I still have a sneaking suspicion he's attracted to the same gender rather than a spect identity. Another commenter says, he needs... he needs a gaycation.
They get it. They know it.
No, he needs a gaycation. But that's the end of that story. I mean, so that was not a happy ending out of all of them that we've had.
And there are not always happy endings, but
That's
there can
true.
be. I mean, sometimes when you hit that kind of rock bottom conclusion place and you can't really do anything, there's no solution.
Yeah.
Take some space. I believe in a therapeutic separation, taking some space
Yeah.
to get perspective.
Yeah. I guess. Because I'm sure you've worked with people who, like, you know, there's just nothing. They can't find the answer, or they're just not willing to really do the work behind it. So it's like, well, there's a choice to make here now. You know?
Or if you've told yourself that story over and over again, we're just not compatible, we're not compatible.
Yep.
Everything that you experience, you'll just say, well, we weren't compatible.
Yeah.
But what does compatibility really mean? I think it's your inability to communicate. Because if you're not willing to talk about it, two people are rarely compatible, liking the same thing, same interests. It's more about how curious can I be about what you like,
Yes.
and open space for that, and us to figure out how we can both create that together rather than you must like what I like, and this is the only way.
Exactly.
That's the power struggle that people get at, and they just go their separate ways. They're not willing to compromise.
Yes.
As we said.
The compromise. It always comes back.
Yes.
Don't hang up the spicy hat. Don't do it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Give it a second. Hold on. Let's communicate. But that is the end of that story. But we have some surprises here, I think.
All right. Hold your spicy hats, everyone.
Come in, Sophia. There's some gifts.
We're getting
to
gifts.
Discuss. Come
We have some
take
gifts.
a seat.
Bearing
Get in
gifts.
here. Get in here.
It's
Riley's
gift
here
time.
too. We're all here.
You're like the pleasure Santa Claus over here. Who wants to come over and sit on my lap here? So can we just start?
Yes,
Yes.
you can just
All right.
start.
I'm going to start with my favorite one here. That's super cute. Let's start with cute, and then we'll get spicier. This is the unicorn, everyone.
It's a little
This is
unicorn.
Massager for any part of your body. No discrimination.
Okay.
And it's got a little suction mouth. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Magical, dreamlike mini unicorn vibe.
Unicorn.
I'll take that one.
Who's the happy? Who's the
No,
lucky
that
winner?
Riley wants
here?
that.
I
And
can't make decisions before I see them all.
we have another one. I'll just bring the other.
We have
unicorn
two.
out.
We
Look
oh,
at the blue.
that's my color. That's my color.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Unicorn. This is Mountain Peak, so they're all little different functions.
Oh my gosh.
But
Oh,
It's water resistant.
you can
Legendary
take it in the tub, in the
luscious
shower.
licks. Wait, the alliteration is correct. Oh my god, it is! It's a legendary luscious licks.
Oh,
it
wait,
does. It has a little
A
tongue.
little tongue, yes.
This one's a
Yes.
Amazing.
that one's the
All
suction.
of
This
your
one's the tongue.
sensual needs, yes.
Okay, tongue.
It's got a little rainbow.
And then we have, this is kind of a classic in all pleasure products. This is a little bullet. So
Ooh.
looks like a lipstick or a pen, but you can
It
use it on
does.
any part of the body. External only, by the way.
Okay, good to
Oh,
know.
I
Good to
see.
know.
Yes, yes.
Good to know. Good
So-
to know.
Interesting.
Is that
Bring them
one?
on over. They'll sit with us.
All right,
Let me
another
look at it.
super bullet. This is actually even more powerful, and just a couple stats here for you,
It looks like
lovely
it looks like a
ladies.
hair
really
curler.
excited about
Whoa.
that one.
Wait, is
For
that one also
anyone
just external?
seeking
Yeah.
external stimulation who enjoy shallow internal, but it's just more about
Shallow?
massaging. Yeah, massaging any part of your body.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
super bullet there.
Oh my god, it's cute. I love the color.
And I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. We have some fruity lubes. Fruity
Oh.
lubes.
All right.
Flavors
Yummy.
here.
This is so fun.
We
Should all
have
the guys just start
Fruity
tasting them right now?
Yeah,
Taste
taste test
test.
all of them.
succulent strawberry. We've got a little
Mm.
mango passion fruit, a little
Yum.
refreshing watermelon, lots of tasty flavors for summer.
Yum.
So, yeah, fruity lubes.
This is great.
Look at all these cute
This
colors.
is a great gift bag.
I was gonna say I brought a little thing. I could always bring more
Ooh,
stuff. I wasn't
refreshing
sure.
I don't think we're ever gonna say please don't bring more
I
stuff.
was hoping not. I'm like, come on. And then this is another little bullet. Better than ever. Little
Not to be
vibrating bullet.
inappropriate, but this is great.
Nothing inappropriate about
What's
it.
inappropriate about
that?
this? These are
But
just
this is
these are just
great.
massagers for your body.
Yeah, any
I'm saying it's
orifice, ear,
I'm
you know,
full of
wherever you want
life.
to put it. So I'll send that over your way.
Yeah.
Actually, we need that as well.
Sorry, can you send it over this way?
And
Sorry,
then
we
these
need
are
that
just arousal oils. If you've never used an arousal
Arousal
oil,
oil.
it just kind of boosts your sensitivity. So if you want touch to feel a little better, just put a little oil. It's barrage oil, and it's evening primrose. So these are oils that are moisture.
Evening primrose. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I
Yes.
take that when I'm on my.
And just, I
Period.
want you both to read that line, the first
Okay.
line on the box there.
All women deserve sexual satisfaction.
Yes,
and I
That's
say
our
that.
motto.
And that's my motto.
That's your motto.
And I have that tattooed.
She's got that tattoo.
You can use it as well, so it's not
Oh,
just for women,
yes.
but we just
Oh
have
my
to help women
gosh.
boost a little bit more. So.
Sweet.
Can we?
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I didn't bring any butt plugs. I'm sorry. Next
That's-
time.
Oh,
Next time.
I feel like we've really got a treat.
I mean, we got a lot of things here,
I'm
and
most
I love
excited
them all.
for the unicorn, by the way.
The unicorn
so-
is probably my fave.
reminds me of
I
My
want
Little
this one.
Pony. Like, yeah, it brings back some old.
I want this one with the little tongue. Are you kidding me?
Well, I like
We're gonna make out.
Don't judge it by its size. That's a mighty little tongue there.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thank
Aw,
you so much.
I know. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anytime. I
love
always have lots of
this.
goodies, so I'm always
So,
happy to
wait,
bring
can
some.
I ask where? So is this part of like you get? Where do these all come from?
Where do they come from?
Yeah.
The great wellness brands of the world that are just
Lovely.
wanting to bring pleasure to people's lives in fun and innovative ways. So there's just cool stuff out there.
Here, should we do like the
Yay.
the makeup?
If your neck hurts, this is the perfect thing to use on your neck. Yes, just your neck on your external
Your
part
neck,
of your body.
your
Yes.
back,
Yeah.
all those things.
I love this.
And any little crevice or crack.
Thank you.
Well,
I-
Dr. Chavez, thank you so much for coming back again and reading these
Yes,
stories,
thanks
but
for
also the
having me.
gifts. These are amazing.
you.
Do you have anything coming up in your life or your plugs where you know people can find you? You know, your socials. How can people reach you and find you and get to you?
Amazing. So I'm at Dr. Shannon Chavez. You can check out my website, drshannonchavez.com. I also have a couples retreat coming up in October. So any of you couples out there want to come and get a little spicy rejuvenation, hit me up on socials or my website. I'd love to give you info.
Thank you.
Or if you need some advice on spicy products, I'm always here to consult.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you
for
so
coming
much.
on.
Yes, thanks for having me, guys.
And thank you so much again for the gifts. Appreciate them.
I want a feedback session.
yeah. I'll send you. Oh, I thought you.
This neck massager says I have a 97% chance to
Thank
orgasm.
you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. All right. So many toys.
I need to look at all of these later.
What do you mean by that?
I need to look at all these. I just want to read more about them. Just reading more about them as well. Reading literature.
Let me, throw that
So
to
what's
me.
this
I wanna see that
heartthrob?
one.
The pink one? I don't want to throw it.
You can throw it.
I don't feel like I don't want to throw it. I was
You
gonna
guys
read
had
that
all the
one.
fun getting to look at all of them. I want to look at them.
Where's its little? It's got a. Oh God.
Here, let me see that unicorn.
I need to.
My thing
I
is,
need to.
why
text-
make it look so cute?
What do you
Feels
mean,
like I'm
why make
taking.
It look so
it feel,
cute?
it,
What do you
I feel
mean?
like I'd feel like I'm taking advantage of this thing.
It's taking advantage of you.
Either way, it's a strange dichotomy. There you go.
You're like,
There's
make it
your
look so
little man.
cute, brother. This is just me.
That's your little man right there. Give that to the little 1-inch man.
Give-
Wow.
Give that. Let the little 1-inch man ride
Alright.
that thing around.
So this one says legendary, luscious licks,
This is
mountain
crazy.
peak. That's funny. Mount
Oh, it's got. It's got a
apostrophe
different.
and peak.
Oh,
Yeah, it
it's
has
got
a different
mouth. You can collect
There's
them all.
there's 3 of them. There's one with a tongue. There's one with
Wow.
another tongue.
I texted my boyfriend a picture of all these, and he said, "No way, are you for real?" I said, "We
Yeah.
got gifts." Peek
Yeah.
at my profile and scan to see my legendary luscious licks.
We can see it in action. I don't know if I should.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking. Oh, it's on Instagram.
Okay.
Oh, I can't look it up. I don't have any more
Hmm.
time on Instagram, guys. I'm at my time limit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Super soft. You want the lube? You can have the
Can we
lube.
have
Here you
Can
go.
we share?
Yeah, but later. I
All
need
right,
to
who's,
read.
Who's testing? Yeah.
You can have
Yeah.
the Mongo one.
The mango? The mango?
what'd you eat for lunch
Um,
today?
hey, you can have it.
Lubrication.
Hey,
All I can have.
hey, you don't want this one?
No, Riley, those are for anybody.
I
Anyone
could
can
do
use
this.
them.
Riley, those
you
are
have a
for anyone who
girlfriends?
want to orgasm
I can do this.
or gasm.
Flutters? Dude, this is my
Pulses.
job.
It's got a little name. Its name is Flutters.
This one's Heartthrob. Wait, does it say it flutters? Where does it say? Flutters. I think that just is
Oh,
what it does because this
okay.
one's name is Pulses.
Put him down.
Hey,
Put him down.
Unhand him. He's mine.
well, I'm not gonna need. I don't think I'll need all of these.
Could you fix the
Let's
camera so
hope
I can-
not.
Please. Zoom out of Dakota a little bit.
All the men shaking in their boots right now.
What are you talking about? It's called teamwork makes a dream work.
Yeah, man. What do you mean? Like you're all like, oh, I couldn't have. You all have girlfriends.
Not only
You all have girlfriends. Gifts.
Why are you
It's
attacking
called a
me?
gift.
Why are you
The
No,
attacking
not you.
me?
robots.
Never you.
I'm one of the girls.
You're one of the,
the
girls.
robots. They're taking over.
Did you not hear Dr. Chavez saying there's girls can experience 12 types of orgasms?
What? 12?
12.
What does that mean?
I said, I think I've gotten maybe
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
12?
What does it mean, 12?
I want all 12.
No,
What?
but explain more. What did she say about that?
One for every month?
Yeah, like what's the 12? Like
She
Different
we,
times
we
a
didn't get to
day?
go. We didn't get to go into
one
it.
for every hour?
She also said.
You didn't get to go into it?
You got to pay her for that
yeah,
knowledge.
Yeah. But she also said she's like, here's some free information. Men need to ejaculate 21 times in a month to make it like healthy.
To make it healthy?
To be healthy.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Get to work, boys.
Most, I guess most guys I know are very healthy.
12 different. Wait, but like you can't
It
possibly
turns out,
reach.
who would
Sven
have
is teaching
thought
us.
being a
It could be
gooner
anything?
would be
What do you mean
healthy?
anything?
It's good for them.
I knew about
It's good for them.
I don't think you learned enough.
No, I didn't. If I had
You need to
like
go
2 more
back.
hours, I think I could figure sex out.
What's the difference between these two?
Mine.
No, you can't have them both.
Mine, give it to me.
I want to see.
Okay, but you can't.
For the
just pick
health
one.
of the prostate.
Hold on.
Go back there.
Hey, wait! Give the thigh.
Jesus, the women are feral.
Okay. I was still reading
Wait,
that
so
one.
she wasn't coming in here to teach us all to be ashamed and
Yeah. Wait.
very
Wait. Can you
locked
bring them
up
back? I was gonna read
about
them.
our sex?
Both of them. I wanted to read all of them. I'm not.
Yeah, just play it into the
I think
mic.
we should all.
Blind one says women have more than
try
one
them.
G-spot. Let's start with that. Thanks. Keon says, "Listen, this ain't my first rodeo with these things."
Oh.
Oh.
I.
This is in Spanish. This is French. What language is this in?
Guys,
I thought it was.
all
in
of you guys are
Spanish,
actually
but,
getting
like,
it.
Probably
I
French.
need, I think, all of these.
What is that in?
You can live your
German,
dream,
but like,
Savannah.
Like some of that looked like Spanish. Maybe some
Live
of it's
your
Spanish.
dream.
Mine.
The unicorns are Spanish or French?
Voting
Oh.
stable.
Voting-
It could be Swedish.
but
Okay,
la
the
caja
unicorn
con-
is Spanish.
Maybe it's. You
How
know what?
hot?
I figured it out. They've listed all of the directions in different languages. So
Yeah.
there is Spanish.
The
and there's multiple
Germans
other languages.
deserve to, climax.
2-year warranty.
Oh my-
Wow.
Oh,
Every bullet
you
wants to
get
be
my
her.
water boy.
Every bullet
Thank
wants
you,
to be her.
boy. Oh boy, yes, thank you.
Well, there you go. What a fun.
Oh, it's in my. It's literally in my pocket. Everything. Okay.
Have fun.
Wait.
What did you take?
Wait, is the story
What's that one?
summarizer?
It's my
Oh.
neck massager.
Hey,
It's his neck massager.
is the story summarizer not working? Well, it's not up, so I
Ugh.
just didn't. Okay. My favorite is called The Rose. You and me both, Jen. Sorry. Jen. Sorry. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
guys, everything should be ready, so who wants to do it?
Let's.
Oh, also we have some
I'm ready.
things here.
Oh, we've got some
Teoko.
things.
Thank you for being a member for 7 months. Being at the salon while watching y'all is one of my favorite routines. I'm always grateful for the entertainment and combos with y'all. I'll share pics on the Discord.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks.
yeah.
Salon styles.
Salon.
Did I see?
Thank you, Tay.
I see Lauren's in the chat. Ooh, hey.
The gem, Lauren?
Yes, the
Give me your
gem
gemeralds, Lauren.
Wait, there's another one.
I need more
Purpose Raider,
gemeralds.
thank you for the $2. Oh, we got a letter.
I just.
Oh, wow.
So now it's a puzzle.
blank E blank 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 blank.
In a real way, if we looked at that, I actually love puzzles like this when they give you like a certain like one letter and then it's just like a bunch and then you're like, okay, well, what are the there's a word that has 2 letters. You're like, okay, well that's got to be like is, at, of, and then you work backwards. I love those puzzles.
Yeah.
When I went to the Ren Fair, they had a little puzzle station and I did a bunch of those puzzles. It was great.
You should have
Really
worked at the
fun.
puzzle station.
I should. I love.
I am the
puzzle
village
station.
puzzler.
I'm the puzzler.
No one understands.
I am
me.
the puzzle man.
Are you puzzled yet?
I'm really puzzled.
'Cause I am.
All right.
It's an isolating life being the village puzzler.
I'm ready for this thing.
Well, you're not.
Well,
Not because there's nothing there.
well, the other guy said I
There's no
was.
The other guy said yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
The other guy said that.
Doodle doo.
Oh, wait, this isn't even it.
Diddle do, diddle dee.
The real puzzle is what are those 12
Diddle-foo.
orgasms?
Wait, did he not?
Yeah, the riddle of the 12 orgasms. Is that Shang-Chi?
No, the riddle of the 12
Shang-Chi
orgasms
and the
is,
12 O's.
is book 12 of
They-
Nancy Drew.
They are rings. The rings. And what is a ring but an O?
Oh, ring.
He's still missing 2.
good
That's
point.
what that was the plot of
Well,
Shang-Chi.
he's supposed to have 21.
Shang-Chi and the
Supposed to be
Legend of the
healthy.
12 Orgasms. He's looking for the last 2.
And now I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, Fred Skull. Hello. Hello. Going to Sophia.
My father secretly left me money. Now my stepmom wants to steal it.
Well, put it in the vault.
After my parents got divorced, my dad started dating Betty. Everything started okay, But Betty became jealous when my dad spent time with me. Weird.
Immediate red flag.
Yikes. She was never harmful, just passive aggressive, and saved her worst comments for when he wasn't around. I learned I can't trust her, but I am polite to her. Betty has a son, Frank, who's very greedy. When she met my dad, Betty stopped giving him everything he wanted. In 2009, he and my dad had an argument that ended with then 40-year-old Frank punching my then 70-year-old dad. Yikes. My dad passed away a few months ago. The will from the punch? One Punch Man?
That's what I was saying. It almost sounded like it was.
Yeah.
But
Terminal punch. The will was joined, so the estate goes to Betty, and when she passes away, what's left will be divided between me, my brother Alan, and Frank. It's unlikely me or Alan will see any of it because Frank will drain her until there's nothing left, which has already started. By the way, this comes from Inheritance Snafu. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Dakota.
And I'm Savannah.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And OP says, they got married in 1996. In 2006, he changed the beneficiary on his IRA to only me. It's not part of the estate. She's very nervous about the IRA. My dad was fairly wealthy, so between his estate, her retirement accounts, and them selling their house for almost $1 million, she is not going to starve, but she is still nervous. Alan called me with all of this info because the estate lawyer is sending me a letter about it. Betty told him not to tell me anything, but he felt he had to. Haven't gotten the letter yet, but they're maybe setting up a trust that she'll want me to sign the IRA into. I expect a guilt trip about doing the right thing and following his wishes, but...
Hey, don't sign anything.
Yeah, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Don't sign nothing. Stop. Don't let them guilt trip you. The reason they had a joint will is because they couldn't agree on any other kind of split, as my dad didn't like Frank and Betty doesn't like me. What a lovely marriage when your partner doesn't like your child.
Yeah, when you're getting into fist fights with your 40-year-old stepson.
Yeah. If I thought my dad had dementia, I might believe the IRA was missed, but he was very meticulous. It feels like making me beneficiary was his way of providing for me knowing this would happen. It does not make financial sense for me to give the money to the estate and end up with 25% of whatever pittance is left when I could have 50% of whatever is in the IRA now. I would split it with Alan. My other reason for not wanting to share is that I'm currently pregnant, and having this money would make being a stay-at-home mom easier, and baby would get a jump start on her college fund. Would I be the a-hole if I didn't give this money back to the estate and shared it with my brother? I might be the buttface because, while I want to be ethical, I am having some schadenfreude over being in control after she treated me poorly for 30 years. I also don't need the money, but she doesn't either, so... And other info, I don't know why she wouldn't call me directly. Either the lawyer said not to, or this is another example of her not treating me as an adult. My brother is my half-brother. He was estranged and came back into our lives in 2008. I feel like he would have been on the IRA too. After my brother came back into our lives, but before he had changed his will, my dad always asked me to be fair with him, so I would give him his share. And we do have an update. So I guess the question is, do we give, OP's the beneficiary, does she give the money that she technically has control over back to the estate?
I mean, yeah, if you're going to do that, hey, you might as well just give it to me or
Yeah.
anyone. You're like, oh, well, I don't need the money, but she doesn't either. It's like, take the money. It's yours.
Yeah. It's your money.
I don't want your money.
Yeah, don't be 21 Jump Street, OP. Just take that money.
It's not 21 Jump
21 Jump.
Street.
That's the other 21. What is it?
It's not 21 Jump
What is it? It's
I
it's
don't know.
it's Lin-Manuel
I
Miranda.
know, but I can't think of the name.
You don't even know the name.
But it's
Are
not
you
21
talking
Jump
about
Street.
In the Heights?
No.
21 Jump
back
Street.
No.
21 Jump Street is not Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I know that.
I was gonna look it up.
Hold on. It's
don't
like
want
very
money.
similar. 21 Backstreet.
Yeah.
21
Well,
Lin.
Yeah.
Manuel
Well, we'll do this. This is fine.
Miranda.
This is fine.
21 Chump Street. That is pretty close.
Yeah, by design from the sounds of it.
That is pretty close.
It is pretty close.
21 Chump Street. You laughed a little too hard
I
for
think
how
it was
close it was. I'll give you that.
Hey, how close was the movie theater you were trying to find
So
yesterday?
far. So far. I went to 3 different AMCs last night trying to find my AMC.
I
They
found
were
mine
all
right
within
away.
5 minutes. What?
I found mine right away. I went and saw Hadestown.
Yeah, because it's everywhere. Anyway, update 1 week later. I got my mystery letter. It was pretty much what I expected. Basically, please give me the money because it's obvious that your dad thought this would be covered by the will, and he meant for all the money to come to me. Then filter down to you kids, trickle down economic style. Complete with a guilt-trippy paragraph about how they lived on their Social Security and withdrawing from their IRAs, and neither of them have a pension or other income. And I quote, only what we had saved over the years.
Hey. Oh, good luck with that after you sell your $1 million house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
I don't
only
know.
what we've saved over the years and the $1 million house I'm going to sell.
Mm.
Which she could probably get even more for.
No one can make it on $1 million these days.
No, that's too hard. Everyone needs at least 3 million. There's also a line about how you can see that there is a large value to the items gifted to you and Alan, which I'm not going to argue with. Exactly. Except that I sincerely wonder if she thinks I'm an idiot and doesn't realize I know how to add. She just sold their house for almost $1 million. Or that I don't know what the apartment in Italy is worth, $350,000. I find it very difficult to believe that my father didn't also have a savings account or mutual funds. Plus, she's going to get widow survivor benefits in addition to her own benefits from Social Security. The items Alan and I were gifted come nowhere close to that. I think altogether there is a car involved. We're divvying up maybe $100,000 worth of stuff. Maybe, if we can get a good price for the car. With just those 2 sales, she could buy a house for $200,000 to $300,000 near her son and still have plenty to live on. But she seems to have her heart set on buying a house by the beach, which doesn't feel very much like my problem.
Oh, that is an accurate assessment.
Yeah, OP's like, oh no, you want a house by the beach? Good luck.
You know, they let you put tents out there.
Yeah, doesn't sound like you're going to be without a house. Sounds like you just want a really nice house by the beach.
Honestly, just blocked on all communications. I responded to the lawyer. I said, I'm not signing this, and I request no more further communication about this.
Stop talking to me. From her letter, you'd think that this IRA has millions of dollars in it that she desperately needs to survive, but no. She tells me that it's worth $55,000. That's 5% of what she just sold the house for. I genuinely think it's both pitiful and pathetic that she wouldn't just let it go. Oh, okay. So the IRA that OP has control over right now, I guess is worth about $55,000.
Well, according to her, who knows what the real number is.
So it might be even
could be more.
more. Oh, okay. So it
Who
could be more.
knows?
So she's trying to be like, oh, you know, it's not even worth it. Like, you should just give it to me.
Right, which is so funny after having a lawyer deliver me a thing to
Yeah.
get me to do it. And you're like, it's not even, it's like nothing.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I genuinely think it's both pitiful and pathetic that she wouldn't just let it go. But I'm sure she has Frank whispering in her ear about making sure she gets everything she's entitled to. But now I do have a copy of the will. 2 things stand out from what she's sent me. The letter isn't on the lawyer's stationery, so there's been no official demand of any sort, and I feel like it's unlikely that I'll get one. Nowhere in the will does it say that she couldn't just rewrite her will and give everything to Frank. Like I said in my last post, I don't trust her in the slightest. So I've contacted an estate lawyer so I can determine my next steps. Thanks for being here with me on this ride. I'll update again if there's anything more to say, and we have a second update. 4 months later.
Oh, I think there's been some new and exciting developments.
Yeah, I do not doubt that your stepmother has lied in some way, shape, or form about the amount of money that is actually in this account or in this, IRA.
I would be shocked if she did not.
Update. there's not a whole lot to update on. As for better or worse, I haven't heard from my stepmother in months.
Good. That's you should probably never hear from her again forever.
Feels like better. Belton Frogman says, ooh, fake lawyer. Well, that's illegal. So if that is happening, then OP could get more money. But I suppose this is some sort of closure for people who care. About a week after I got the letter, she sent me a text message asking if I'd gotten the letter and if I'd made a decision. I said yes and no, respectively. She hasn't contacted me since, so nothing since August. Since then, I've also had my baby a few weeks, 5 weeks early. Wow. Okay. So it's like not crazy, but it's pretty early.
Just a little month.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like, oh. So it's not like I have a lot of brain power to spend on her. I spoke with an estate attorney, and she confirmed that there's nothing legally my stepmother could do to get the IRA, so I was in the clear there. Yeah, I mean, OP's the beneficiary, so
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
all she can do is cry.
Yeah, she goes, please, please. She also confirmed that joint wills don't really exist anymore. So if my stepmother wanted to, she could just rewrite her will to exclude me or me and Alan or whatever she wanted to do. Yeah, so because OP's dad already passed, it just all would go, like if OP gave that money back and it went back into the estate, it seems like stepmom would just have power over it and she could just not give Alan and OP anything.
Oh, and she would never do
She
that.
would never. She's so kind. You can see it in her eyes how kind she is.
She's the giver. She's Jeff Bridges.
She's the book The Giver.
I like that book.
It's a good book. This left me with the interesting problem of how do I get the money, considering I didn't know where it was, and I didn't really want to contact my stepmother and say, I am disinclined to acquiesce to your request, so tell me how to get my money. Because I felt like that would open up a can of, I'm not going to tell you until you agree to sign it over to me. Luckily for me, the lawyer I spoke to was also the son of an old Italian man, like my father. Luckily for me, the lawyer was the son of an old Italian man, and I am also Italian.
He was the son of the proprietor of Giuseppe's IRA. It's a company. It's me, Giuseppe. I have I make your IRA into your account.
Instead of like Italy, it's like IRA-ly. They have a little they have an IRA shop.
But they're working on their branding.
They haven't gotten it down. And mentioned that these old Italian men tend to pick a bank and never change. So I Googled around for investment firms until I saw a name that rang a bell, and I went, aha! A Giuseppe's IRA! Long story short, the IRA is now in my name. Nice.
Way to go, Giuseppe.
Nice.
It's a nice.
It's a nice. Had to take a disbursement for this year and sent half to Alan. My stepmother has moved a couple of times, so I don't know her address to send my response letter. And like I said, she hasn't contacted me since August, so I'm considering my hands washed of it unless she actually tries. So all's well that ends well for me. Alan, on the other hand, is still having to deal with her because of the estate. He's meeting with the estate lawyer tomorrow to get some questions answered, so I'll be interested in hearing what happens. One of the things she had mentioned to him is that she needs a car that my father left to Alan and I appraised because of something, the estate I'm guessing, because there's no way the car is worth this much, is worth over $5 million. She says there are tax implications, which doesn't make sense to me, but if she's really dealing with a $5 million estate, it's super extra petty that she was coming after me for $55,000. Yeah, wait. So there's a car that needs to be appraised.
Yeah, it's more the problem that your stepmom hates you and wants your father's biological children to have nothing.
Yeah. That doesn't fully make sense to me because it seems like she's saying that if a individual thing is worth more than $5 million, like as tax stuff, but there's no way that the car is worth $5 million.
Oh yeah, there is. It depends.
I mean, OP would probably know if this was a super expensive car.
She just doubts that it's probably not. But it could be. If they've got the apartment in Italy. They've got it's a classic car. Who knows how much that's worth?
I guess more so I meant there's no way that OP wasn't like, this is like a really nice, like it seems like she doubts that. Update 3, 1 month later. I'm not sure if I'm making this post for me or for you guys, but at least this is a chronicle of the issue in case anyone asks me about it later. After my last update, there was silence for a while. Then my stepmother sent me a Christmas card with another letter inside it, but I'm sure that particular irony was lost on her. In it, she explained what she was going to use the money for, health insurance payments, and once again acting like this money is what's keeping her from the brink of starvation. How will I eat my food on the beach of my beach house in Italy?
Without your money.
Please. This letter, however, had a return address, so I did what any red-blooded millennial would do and Googled it. One visit to the county deed website later confirmed for me that she has bought a beach house. So she is doing fine money-wise.
She's got beach house money.
Belton Frogman, that explains it. The car isn't $5 million. She's saying if the car pushes the total over $5 million, then there's implications. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah, that does make more sense. Belton, thank you.
Well, it's not on the beach. It's a beach town, being purposely vague here, for $745,000. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
For a beachside spot. I mean, I guess I don't know where it is. Maybe that's really expensive for that area. But for a beachside spot.
My finger is not on the pulse of beachside real estate.
Mine is actually on the pulse because my mom specifically works on a lot of Malibu reconstruction, like fire reconstructions.
Yeah.
And they're like crazy. They're crazy.
I bet.
She ended the letter by saying that she had talked to my cousin who told her that I saw the money as being able to continue my father's memory. Wait, she's talking to my cousin who told her that I saw the... Okay, I'm going to say that again. She ended the letter by saying that she had talked to my cousin who told her that I saw the money as being able to continue my father's memory, and what she felt I should accept are books, photo albums, etc., because those are my father's memory. But she'll discard them if she didn't hear from me by the end of the year, because it just proves I'm all about the money and nothing else. That's so stupid.
Dang, sounds like your cousin is... Your cousin doesn't have all the lights on upstairs, sounds like.
Well, that's the stepmom.
Right, you said the cousin said...
The cousin, so she talked to, the stepmom talked to OP's cousin, who said, oh yeah, OP like sees this money as part of her father's memory.
Okay, no, I get it. No, that's, well...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the irony of me being all about the money while offering to replace it with material things while really, really wanting me to give her money is also lost on her. Also, the attempting to sell me memories was a nice touch. Yeah, she's like, I'll give you his books if you give me $55,000.
It's just like... Also, you would just throw all that stuff out, too?
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
Like, oh, so you didn't love him either. As I finally had an address to respond to, I wrote what my BFF described as the most polite bridge burning ever and sent it off before her deadline. She called yesterday, which I did not answer. She left a message saying that she just received my letter that day. I know the USPS sucks right now, but almost 2 weeks for a letter? And to call her back so she could clear some things up. Her tone was very hostile, so I'm disinclined to call her back. Honestly, I don't really want to hear what she has to say, and I'm not sure why she would think I would. Like, there's really nothing she could say that would convince me to give her the money, and she'll probably just yell at me like I'm the kid she still thinks I am. Hopefully this doesn't escalate, but if it does, you know I'll update, and we've got an update.
Oh, it escalated.
It's escalating.
We're going up the escalator, folks.
Woo!
Maintain 3 points of contact.
At all times. More than 4 years later. That's a lot of time. Okay. The good news is there's been no news.
Well, okay.
You said you'd come back with an update if there was escalations.
Doesn't feel like there's much of an update.
I haven't heard a peep from Betty since that last attempted phone call in 2021. Had a sort of close call when my uncle's widow passed away in 2023, and I went home for the funeral. but Betty didn't go, so we didn't run into her. My husband and I moved closer to his work because if we'd stayed in our old house, he'd only get to see the baby about an hour a day. Now his commute is 20 to 30 minutes each way instead of over an hour. I'm sure if the new house news filtered to Betty, she'll have assumed that we used the IRA as a down payment. She looked down on my husband for being blue collar, and it never would have occurred to her that he already owned a house. Alan and I decided that he would keep the car and any proceeds from it, and I'd keep the IRA just so we didn't have to keep juggling money around because they were basically worth the same. I promised myself that half of anything I took out of it would go into my daughter's college fund. Those contributions plus what we put in each month means she has a little over $20,000. Not bad for a 4-year-old. She can go to a very respectable community college. For 4
Really
years.
annoying that a 4-year-old's doing better than me, but that's all right.
She can go to Aruba.
Aruba or Jamaica.
Ooh, I want to take money.
But I don't want to take any of your money because you can listen to full episodes for free. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio and search up OK Storytime. We've got a little bit left. My little preemie is no longer a baby. She's starting pre-K in the fall, and
All
I
right,
can't.
go back.
Sorry. I always get confused whether you're actually talking.
No,
or
I
if
know.
you're-
I do that too. Sorry. Back to the update.
Oh.
My little preemie is no longer a baby. She's starting pre-K in the fall, and I can't believe the little potato I was baking while all this drama was happening is a little personality of her own. As far as my stepmother, I wonder sometimes if I'll ever get notified. Oh, I wonder sometimes if I'll even get notified when she passes away. I mean, I don't think you're going to be in any sort of will of hers, so...
Yeah, it's like, hey, are you the woman that she hated? Yeah, she's gone now.
Your inheritance is negative $55,000. She's like, are you the woman that she hated? Oh, he's like, yes. And she's like, you've actually been subtracted $55,000 in her will.
You've been served.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Well, I guess technically, if I'm a beneficiary, I would have to be notified, but I'm sure I've been written out of the will by now. No skin off my nose. Yeah, you got $55,000. What I want to know is, I guess if OP had given the money back, would they have been, guaranteed to get a certain amount of money? Because it seems like that will was a lot more. Like, it seems like it might have been over $5 million or somewhere around $5 million.
Yeah, the estate. Yeah.
The entire estate. So like, could OP have gotten more if she gave back the $55,000, or could her stepmom just have taken all that money?
I have no idea.
But
I bet she would have just taken it all.
Yeah.
She's not going to give you anything, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess it's better to have $55,000 and not deal with your stepmom. Guess that's good. Kim Foyne says, honestly, that's what mine's going to be for my dad. For sure going to have to pay his security deposit back. And that's just JoJo says, no, stepmom felt entitled to everything. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have given that money back.
And why wouldn't she be entitled? She has a beach house.
She's got a beach house. She's probably sitting there drinking mimosas with her son, who's like off in the corner shadow punching.
It's shadow boxing.
He's starting his boxing career at 40 plus years old.
I was saying shadow punching because he punched the dad.
No.
Whatever.
He's just reliving the fight out.
Yeah, he's like, bah! And he just goes down. It's really easy for him because it's a 70-year-old man.
How many times am I going to have to teach you this lesson, old man?
He's in the corner. And stepmom is like drinking a mimosa. She's like, darling, stop. We've already gone over this. He's gone.
He's got one of those punching bags that's like in the shape of a man.
Yeah.
With that face.
It's just a regular punching bag, but it's got his cutout picture of the dad.
And he's just he's punching really
You guys
bad.
ever really go up to one of those at Dick's and just punch it?
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like,
Oh, for
who?
sure, dude.
But you meant sporting goods.
I meant Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Yes.
We all know
We all know
him
Diggs.
from his sports.
From his sporting goods.
Yeah.
He's a
Side
sporting
punching that guy.
guy.
He's a sporter.
Mr.
I love the young people.
Mr. Richard.
Storm Kitten says, I have no idea if I'm in any wills. LMAO. My aunt mentioned I'm in hers once, but that was when she still liked me, so who knows? Hey,
Aw.
maybe she forgot to change it. You never know. And Alvin is frustrated. I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
Oh,
Alvin. I
Al.
wore
You
the
know what?
hat.
I had to read I was checking the stories for our guest today, and those seem like they all ended up pretty well.
Yes.
They were mostly positive.
Yeah. A lot of so we read 3.
Oh, you only read 3.
4.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
We read 4, and I think 4. I don't know. Whenever it gets to 3 and 4, I get confused by those numbers. I don't know why. It's just like for some reason my brain goes, huh?
What?
So we either read 3 or 4. One of them was not a good ending. The last one was not good.
Yeah, I think it was the last one.
Mm.
Are there any donos?
No.
First 2 were great.
It's
Okay,
just the
Alvin
way
was
the
pleased by
cookie
the first
crumbles sometimes.
2. Miranda. Thank you for the $10. Love you guys. I'm getting married on Friday. Congrats. And I've been listening to so many episodes while cleaning, prepping, wrapping gifts.
Oh,
You're wrapping gifts?
Yay.
Who are you wrapping gifts for?
Marriage.
That's
marriage.
exciting.
probably like a bridal shower.
Oh, okay,
like
that makes
play
sense.
games.
Gifts
That's
for the
cute.
attendees.
Everyone gets a little gift. I miss when parties you would leave with a little goodie bag. Bring that back.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
like
When I
children's
used to,
birthday parties.
Yeah.
when
bring
I
it
when the
back.
kids that I used to nanny for when
Yeah.
they would go, I would
You would
steal
do
their
that?
gift bags. I would take them.
Um,
Well, but the thing is, their dads like wouldn't really let them like have like a lot of candy, whatever. They would just put them somewhere, and it would just
Oh.
end up, just rotting,
Rotten.
whatever. And so I was like, mine.
Take it. Are there any other donos?
Let's
Take that candy.
check.
My dad would always take my
Where's
candy.
there it is. I could not find the mouse.
Oh.
There's nothing.
No.
Nothing. No.
Well, that's all the donos, and that's all our time.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you all liked our special guest
Oh yeah.
and all the goodies. I learned in the 5 minutes that I was in the room. I learned a lot.
I'll
So I
give
hope
you guys a
learned lot.
review of all of the things next time.
A lot to be learned.
A lot to be learned.
I'm gonna find all 12 of my exciting new attributes that I just learned about.
And you know why?
Why?
Because women deserve sexual satisfaction.
And it's very true, and they do.
That's the moral of the story.
Because
Mo-
women deserve 12.
12 sexual satisfactions.
I don't want
Not
8.
13.
Not
I
13.
don't want 8. I want 12. I
12
want 12
reasons
of
why.
them.
I want 12 of them.
But that's the end of the stream. So, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you and
And
see you tomorrow.